Good afternoon. Myself Pramod Kumar Srivastava, Professor Team in TMU. Today I am going to deliver lecture on business research methodology. So in the first slide, we are going to discuss what is business research. So research is a systematic investigations. Investigation means a search for the few facts and ideas in any branch of knowledge. Thus, we can say that research is a search of knowledge. Research may be considered as a movement of a movement from unknown to the known. So simply we can say that research is a search of a movement from unknown to known. It is actually a discovery of the things, or research means searching the things again or again. Research is carried out of two purposes. One is a discovery of new facts and the second is verification of the old fact. So simply we can say that when we are talking about the research, it means we are talking about two things, or one of the two things. One thing is the discovery of the new fact, and second thing is the verification of the old fact. What are the old fact that is actually verified or not verified? The object of every business organization, of course, is a discovery of the new fact, new relation, and the new law governing by the business phenomenon. But constant verification of the old concept is also need, especially in dynamic business environment. So, in a common sense knowledge, based on the accumulation, experience, predictions, and the beliefs of the people in often contradictory and inconsistent. On the other hand, scientific observations are based on variables, evidence, or systematic body of proof that can be cited. For example, some common sense or statements are: man is more intelligent than women, or married man remain happier than single people, or the rural people are more hardworking than the urban people. So, in contrary to this, the scientific research or the scientific inquiry find that woman is an intelligent as man. There is no association in happiness and marriage, and the hard work is not related to the environment alone. So we can see that. So what is the old concept? Old concept is that man is more intelligent women, but when we have verified that things that is not in an accurate manner, and the inquiry from the inquiry we find that man and women are equally intelligent, or we can say that there is no association of the happiness and the marriage, and there is also no association with the environment alone, that the urban people are less hardworking than the rural people. So this is the things, or this is the fact we are verifying. Thus, a statement based on common sense is just a guess or prejudice or mistake interpretation. Though at the time it may be true, wise, or useful bit of knowledge, but it is also based on a scientific evidence or systematic knowledge through research. So, in the next slide, we are going to understand that meaning and definition of the research. So research is an endeavor to discover the answer to intellectual or practical problem through the application of scientific method. Research is the systematic effort to gain new knowledge. Research is a systematic process of collecting and analyzing the information, that is called the data, in order to increase our understanding of the phenomenon about which we are concerned or interested. In order to plan or carry out research, it is necessary to know what we mean by research in general, as well as in the specialized field of business management. So we also go through the research in general or research in a specialized field of management or science or any area. Research is an organized and systematic way of finding answer to the question. Or in a very simple manner, we can say that the research is an organized and systematic way of finding the answer of a particular question. So, in a systematic, because there is a definite set of procedures and steps which you will follow. There are certain things in a research process that we always done in order to get the most accurate result. Second is organized. In that there is a structure or a method in going about doing the research. It is a planned procedures, not a spontaneous one. It is a focus and limited to a specific scope. So we can say that research is systematic as well as it is organized. And in the third point, finding answer is the end of all research. Finding answer is the end of all research. Whether it is the answer of the hypothesis or even a simple question, a research is a successful when we find answer. Sometimes the answer is no, but it is still an answer. If answer is no, but that is also an answer. So third point is finding an answer. Fourth is the question. Questions are a center of research. If there is no question there, then the answer is no use. Research is focused on relevant, useful, important question. Without question, research has no focus, drive, or the purpose. So fourth important thing in a research is the question, and the question is a central thing of the research because we are actually finding the answer of the question in a very organized or the systematic manner. Next, the word research is derived from the Latin word meaning to know. It is a systematic and replicable process which identify and define the problem within specified boundaries. It employs well-designed method to collect the data and analyze the result. It dismisses the findings to contribute to the generalization of the knowledge. Next is the definition. Definition. Various social and the behavioral scientists have defined the word research in a different way. Some of them are most popular definitions are endeavor to discover the fact by the scientific studies, focus on a critical investigation, that is Pocket Oxford Dictionary define the research. Again we are going to repeat that Pocket Oxford Dictionary will define the research is the endeavor to discover the fact by scientific studies, course of critical investigation by researcher. Second is the systematic investigation to establish the fact or the collection of the information on the subject. Research is a systematic effort to gain new knowledge. Research is a manipulation of things, concept, or the symbol for the purpose of generalization to extend, correct, or verify the knowledge, whether that knowledge is added in construction of the theory or in practices of the theory. Thus, we can say that research is a systematic and objective attempt to study a business problem for the purpose of derive a general principle. In other words, research is a systematic, collected, empirical, critical investigation of hypotheses proposed about the presumed relation among phenomena. Next slide is objective of the research. So, in this slide, first understand the business problem. Second, identify the cause and the efforts of the relation. Third, to innovate new idea. Fourth, improve the quality. The purpose of research is to discover the answer through the application of the scientific procedures. Simply, we can say that the purpose of the research to discover the answer through the application of scientific procedures. The objectives are to gain familiarity with a phenomenon or to achieve new insight into it, exploratory or formulative research. Next, to portray accurately the characteristics of the particular individual, situation, or the group, that is known as the descriptive research. Third, to determine the frequency with which something occurs or with which is associated with something else, that is called diagnostic research. Next, the test of hypothesis of a causal relation between the variable, that is called hypothesis testing research. The main goal of research is to improve the quality and level of living in the society. The purpose of research study is to find out the hidden fact about the business phenomenon. The obvious function of the research is to add new knowledge to the existing stores. It serves the government and the business organization in forming their future policies. The objective of the research study are listed below. First objective is to understand the business problem. The first and the foremost objective of any study is to understand, analyze, explore the business problem. Once completed familiarity with the phenomenon is achieved, it is easier to decompose the complex problem into smaller one. So this is the first point of the research objective. Second is to identify the cause and effect relation, individual from group and the group from the organization. They are interdependent. It is very important for a researcher to identify the functional relation among the various components of the organization. A scientific investigation is necessary in studying the cause and effect relation of the variable involved in the business phenomenon. Third, to innovate a new idea. Research means we are innovating new things, new ones, new finding, new fact, new improvement. One of the objectives of the research is to bring constant improvement in the techniques or the technology of history. Apart from the verifying and testing of the existing assumptions, one of the functions of the research is to add new knowledge of the state of the art. Research innovate the innovation of new concept, theories, idea in the business studies. Apart from this, research also removes and discard the worthless theories that are prevalent in the society. So it is also important part in the research objective that not only we are going to innovate the new thing, new practices or verifying or testing the thing, also we are discarding or removing the facts or the things that are not prevalent in the society. To improve the quality, one of the important objective of research to how we can improve the quality, and quality is not a part of in a particular time period. It is a part for the every time. It is, we can say that simply, it is not a static thing, it is a dynamic thing. Every time we have to do a better thing and better improvement that is concerned with the quality. So the whole existing of any activity is done for the improvement of quality of the product, machinery, the way of human life, facilitation of the human life, or the how human being can improve their quality of life. For a business organization, it is almost important to improve the quality of its product. This can be achieved by a systematic and critical investigation, that is a research. So this whole thing is related with the objective of the research. Next thing is characteristics of the research. Well-organized research must process certain characteristics features which are as follows: solution oriented, logical, objectivity, impartiality, accuracy, systematic, variability, empirical. These are the major characteristics of the research. Research is directed toward the solution of the problem. Research is based on the observable experience or empirical evidence. Research demands accurate observations and the description. Research involves gathering new data from the primary source or using existing data from the new source. Research activity are characterized by the careful design procedures. Research requires expertise, skill necessary to carry out investigations, search the relevant literature, and the understanding of the problem, analysis of the data, findings, or the conclusion of the things. Research is the objective or logical. When we are designing the research, it should be objective and the logical, applying every possibilities to the validation of the data collection and conclusion reached. Research involves the quest to the answer unsolved problem. Research requires courage. Research is characterized by the potentiality and unheard activities. Research is carefully recorded and reported. So, first, research carefully recorded and reported. First point is the solution oriented. Simply, when we are talking about the research, so first we have to understand that it should be solution oriented. The problem of the research must be clearly defined and stated. The motive of the research must be mentioned in the beginning of the research work. The research should provide a solution of the business problem. Second thing is the logical. Research is the logical thing. When we are doing the research, we find out the fact about a phenomenon and the conclusion of that fact, conclusion about it. The interference and the generalization of the made must be logical. Whatever the interference is and whatever the generalization we are doing in the research, that should be logical. For example, all illiterate people in the village live longer than the educated people live in the city, lead to the conclusion that literacy is a cause of longevity. So that is very much wrong thing because there is no logic in it. This example is considered as the illogical example. Again, we are repeating that the literate people living in the village live longer than the educated people living in the city, lead the conclusion that the illiteracy is caused longevity. That is really a bullshit things. There is no logic behind it. Third is the objective. Observing true picture of a phenomenon without being affected by an observer over opinion is termed as objective. Objectivity means knowing reality. The criteria of objectivity is that all researchers should arrive at the same conclusion about the phenomenon on which they are pursuing the research. So that is the objectivity. When we are doing findings, that findings should be common for everyone. If that finding is not common, then that is not considered as the objectivity in the research. Impartiality. A dishonest research may select data item individual to draw conclusion to his favor. But simply when we are doing the research, that is impartiality, that shouldn't be any biasness in the finding or the collection of data or the designing or anything, whatever we are doing in that research. This brings bias into research which affect the objectivity of the study. When we are using or affected with the biasness, that objectivity is also affected and we are not reaching on the real or the accurate or verified conclusion. Therefore, true research must impartial and unbiased. So when we are talking about the true research, that should be impartial and unbiased. Accuracy. A research worker needs to gain some expertise in the study he is undertaking. This expertise results in achieving the accuracy in the solution draw. The accuracy of conclusion is sensitive issues as it may affect the whole decision making. So if there is a problem in accuracy in the research, that means the whole conclusion is biased, or if that should known as the affected conclusion, and we are not able to reach on a decision making level. Next point is the systematic. In research, there should be well defined. Each step should be sequentially linked with one another so that the whole research work is an organized structure. So systematic approach is also one of the important elements when we are doing the research and the objectivity of the research. That means the role and the significance of the research. Variability. The result of the research are subjective to the verification. For building should based on the decision making, one variable varies is the research result by the replication the study. If the variability is not available, then there is no possibility of the replicability. So variability is also considered as an important significance, or we have to go through in a very proper manner. The next point is the empirical. The research is an empirical process and involve data collection. The results are based on observed experience or empirical evidence, or the research rejects assumption and the dogma of the method established knowledge. It accepts only what is verified by the empirical observation. So finally, we go through the solution-oriented, logical, objective, impartiality, accuracy, systematic, variability, and empirical. These are the important aspects of the research. Next is in the research study play a very vital role in studying, understanding, and solving a business problem. Research is a process of obtaining dependable solution through role and significance of research. The research study play a very vital role in studying, understanding, and solving a business problem. Research is a process of obtaining dependable solution through systematic and scientific investigations. In the modern business environment, where the operational problems are the complex in a nature, research provides a solution-oriented, careful design procedures. Research helps us to various phenomena that exist in business or a government organization decision making under uncertainty in every sphere of business. So simply when there is the uncertainty in the sphere of the business or the human life, research is an important thing for the decision making objectives. Research provides inferences and generalization that help in forecasting the future happening in the organization. All private and the government organizations form their policies on the basis of research conduction. Next is the type of research. So, research is a multidimensional activity. It comes in a various form and is used in all social, behavioral, educational, emotional, management science, or we can say that in every sphere of the life. According to the approaches and method involved in the research, one can classify the following type of the research. One is the descriptive versus analytical research. Second one is applied versus fundamental. Third one is qualitative versus quantitative research. And the fourth one is conceptual versus empirical research. And the last one is other types of research. So first we go through the descriptive versus analytical research. Descriptive research basically describes what is. It mainly involves collection, recording, describing and analyzing the fact related to the study. It tries to find the existing status, trends and the state of affair in the phenomenon. Descriptive research involves survey, but they are not merely data collection, as they also involve measurements, classification, analysis, comparison, and interpretation. In type of this research, the variables under study are uncontrolled. One can only observe and report that is happening in the situation. On the other hand, analytical research is on the other hand deal with the analysis, but in this type of research the variables involved are carefully and scientifically controlled and manipulated. Analytical research is also known as experimental research and is a very sophisticated techniques. This kind of research is based on four important characteristics, namely control, manipulation, observation, and replication. So, in descriptive versus analytical research, we already go through that. Descriptive research is the fact-finding investigation which is aimed at describing the characteristics of the individual situation and the group, or describing the state of affair which exists at present. On the other hand, analytical research is the primary concern with the testing hypothesis and specifying and interpreting the relations and analyzing the facts or information already available. So this is part of the descriptive and analytical research. Next is applied versus fundamental research. The main goal of an applied research is to obtain an immediate, specific or practical solution of a problem that a business organization is facing right now. It gives here and now solution in an actual problem situation. It involves scientific investigation, but the methods are not so rigorous as in a fundamental research. So, in applied research, is the action research is carried out to find the solution to a real life problem requiring the action of the policy decision. When we have to require the action of the policy decision, we do this applied kind of research. Fundamental research is carried out to specify evidence to the organized body of the knowledge of the discipline, also known as the basic research. It is concerned with the formulation of theory or generalization of principle to evaluate and expand formulation theories. It may use empirical data. Basic research involves systematic, highly sophisticated scientific technique. Fundamental research may not suggest the solution of immediate problem, it rather draw long-term conclusion. So in the fundamental research, which also known as the basic and pure research, is undertaken for the sake of knowledge without any interaction to apply it in practices. It is undertaken out intellectual curiosity and is not necessarily problem oriented. So simply, fundamental research is a very basic research. It is not applied part of the research. It is an intellectual part of the research. Quantitative versus qualitative research. So, quantitative research is based on the quantitative variables which can be measured in appropriate unit. This involve objects and the individual that vary in a size, quantity, or the amount, or scale, or degree. Simply, quantitative research, that kind of research that should be measurable in terms of size, quantity, amount, scale, or degree. For example, prices of the commodity can be measured in rupees. The weight of a product is measured in a kilogram. Mileage of a vehicle is measured in a kilometer. So that are a part of quantitative research and it is employed for the measurement of quantity or the amount of a particular phenomenon by the use of statistical analysis. So in a very simple manner, quantitative research is the type of research that could be measured in a quantitative term. Qualitative research is, on the other hand, that should not measure in a quantitative manner, that is measured on a rank basis or the qualitative basis. On the other hand, it is based on the qualitative variables which vary on quality of times. These variables cannot be measured on a scale or on any unit. Social scientists use qualitative research for scientific use of qualitative research for studying human behavior. In market research survey, qualitative research is carried out to investigate the like and the dislike of the customer. It helps in understanding the current pattern of the demand of the company product. So, in a very simple term, qualitative research is a quantitative type of analysis which is aimed at finding out the quality of a particular phenomenon. So, in a very simple term, quantitative means that we can measure in that can be measurable, and qualitative research that cannot be measured. And like in the example of human behavior, we cannot measure the human behavior, just we can measure through the rank scale. We cannot measure the beauty, but we can measure the weight of the human being. We cannot measure the intelligence level, but we can measure the age of the human being. Conceptual versus empirical. Conceptual research involves the development of new theories, abstract idea, and the generalized principle. Philosophers, intellectual, or thinker carried out this kind of the research. On the basis of their conceptual knowledge, they built a theoretical model. Or conceptual research is an intellectual process to develop and varying the knowledge. So, in a very simple term, conceptual research is a part of the concept designing, that is part of the intellectual way or the intellectual thinking process to improve the well-being of the society or the organization. So conceptual research is generally used by the philosopher or the thinker to develop a new concept or the reinterpret the existing one. What are the existing concept? That concept is also reinterpreted. On the other hand, empirical research is based on the observation and experimentations, or we can say that the experience. What are the experience we experienced? The information collected in the form of fact involves the conclusion and the theories about a phenomenon. The model to develop can again be verified by the replication of the data collection to test a given hypothesis. Empirical research is most popular and powerful tool in the modern world. So here we can say that the empirical research is the based on the research data which depend on experience or the observation along. It is aimed at coming up with the conclusion without due regard for the system and the theory. So in simple term, conceptual research related with the concept finding thing, that is part of the intellectual thing. On the other hand, empirical research is based on the experience with what kind of experience we are feel. On that basis we are drawing the data and analyzing that data. So that is empirical research, means research on the evidence or research on the experience data. But the conceptual research is designing the new philosophy, new things, new thoughts. Other types of research. Any research study is derived of one or the other of above four types of research. Can further classify a research on the basis of its purpose, time taken, and the discipline of the knowledge. It relates to, for example, historical research is the study of the past event. The historical document remains unreplicable. Clinical research is implied to the study to affect the new drugs and what are the positive or the negative effect of the new drugs. Market research is the performed by the forecast the potential demand for the product. One time research is carried out on a small scale in the short period with a specific purpose. Educational research is directed towards the study and the development of the educational system. Social research is concerned with the social problem of the society. Field research is done by going out the field of the market where the laboratory research is carried out with the four wall of the laboratory. One-time research. Research confined to a single time period. Longitudinal research. Research carried out over a several time of period, or we can say that a very long time of period when we are carrying the research. That is called a longitudinal research. Diagnostic research, it is also called a clinical research, which aim to identify the cause of the problem and the frequency with which it comes and the possible solution for it. Exploratory research is a preliminary study of an unfamiliar problem about which the research has little or no knowledge. It's aimed to gain familiarity with the problem, to generate new idea or to make a precise formula of the problem. Here it is also known as formulative research. Experimental research. It is designed to assess the effect of one particular variables on a phenomenon by keeping the other variable constant or control. Historical research. Historical research, it is the study of the past record and the other information sources which is used to find the origin and the development of a phenomenon and discover the trends in the past in order to understand the present and anticipate the futures. So again we are repeating different type of research. First one is the descriptive versus analytical. Second is applied versus fundamental. Third is quantitative versus qualitative. Fourth is conceptual versus empirical. And the fifth is other type of the research. Significance of research. Research have a very significance in different fields, in psychology, in sociology, in economy, in geography, in education, in medical science, in business management, in the government function. So these are the different significance in a different areas: psychology, sociology, economy, geography, education, medicine, business management, and the government. In any scientific inquiry, research has been the most powerful tool for knowledge seeking people. Research is a kind of power with which one can force the implication of a particular phenomenon. Research is all preventing and is used in every discipline of study. Some of the applications of research are listed below. So, first application is in psychology. Research is done to study psychological, cultural, or motivational fact of a different type of person. Second, in sociology, research study are performed to analyze changing relationships among age and the gender, emerging class pattern, social mobility, and social values. Third is in economy, plan development of a country and an organization is achieved through research. It helps us in deciding the wages, salaries for all employees, profits and the risk involved in the business activity, and the effects of the government policy on economy structure. Research in geography. Research is used to study environmental control, climate complexity, geographical appraisals of the country, foreign policies, geographical pattern of the changes in agriculture, wasteland. Research in field of education. Research helps in the improvement of teaching method, interrelation of the teacher and a student, or expenditure share of primary, technical, and higher education. Research in the field of medical science or the clinical trial. Research in the field of medical science and clinical trial are performed to study the effect of the medicine. No medicine or the medical treatment is accepted by medical association without completing the thorough the research process on the medicine or the treatment. So when any kind of clinical trial or any kind of medicine is innovate and finally it is for the commercialization level, that gone through a massive research activity and a massive trial, and after that they can get a permission for clinical trial or medical treatments. In the field of business management, marketing research is a backbone of the marketing of a product. Before launching a new product, market surveys are conducted to identify the needs and the satisfaction level of customer. It helps not only in solving existing problem but also in identifying the new opportunity. Every manufacturing industry there is in the research and development section which is involved in improving the quality of product. Research is carried out in production unit to decide the amount, time, or the potential customer of its product. Research methods are applicable in scientific quality control and maintaining the optimum inventory level. For a human resource manager, it is important to have the knowledge of its employees' salary structure, satisfaction level, cost of living, performance appraisal. The HR department achieves the objective through research study. And the last one is the government cannot function without having a clear and true picture what is happening in the state with the subject. Every government depends as research officers with separate section on research. This collection of data is done around the year in every department and the government policy, budget, development programs. take shapes on the basis of this research survey. So simply we can say that the significance of research is very high in every sphere of life, in every aspects, either it is in the psychology or the sociology or economy, geography, education, medical science, business or government policy making. When government introducing any kind of social security plan, that plan is associated with research, and after completion of that plan also we will doing the research for the feedback and the achievement or the success of that plan. So research have a very high significance in any sphere of life. These are the problems encountered by the researcher. First one is the lack of skilled research, lack of code of conduct, lack of insufficient interaction, lack of overlapping research study, lack of confidence, lack of fund and facility, lack of literature. So these are the problems encountered by the researcher when they are doing the research or doing the research activity. The research play a vital role in the development of the country or the business of nation. The development countries are developed because they have a strong research support system. Like the example, some country is developed, some countries developing country, and the some country is underdeveloped country. And one of the best classification of three type of country, and that classification fact depend upon the way or the size of the research activity in their country. Developed country is doing very high level or the very high frequencies and the very massive level of research activity. On that respect, developing country is doing very less research activity, and underdeveloped country is not doing or doing very insignificant number of the research. So research is one of the important part for the development of the country also. The research play, so we can say that the research play a very vital role even for the development of the country, or even for the development of a human life, even for the better lifestyle of the human being, better social responsibility of the human being as well as the government, or how government do a well governance for their citizens. That is also part of the research. In India, the state of the research was not very good before. For independent, the government realized that importance of the research in framing the policies of the development of the country. In the modern time, the business organization have realized the importance of the research, and in last 3 to 4 decades only, India being a developed country is striving hard to achieve higher level of the research, and by this way, India is improving their infrastructure as well as the life of the citizens, and mostly India is going very good for the welfare government. The researchers in India face with several problems are listed below. First, go through the lack of skill of the researcher. A researcher is a scientific or systematic investigation into a problem. In India, there are a scarcity of the competent researcher due to the lack of scientific training in the research methodology. So this is one of the lack. The second is the lack of code of conduct. The researcher in India does not have a well-defined code of the conduct. They do not have a ethical or moral guidelines for becoming a good researcher. Therefore, they often face non-cooperation in terms of members. There is a clear need of proper distribution of the work, assignment of the responsibility, and answerability of the well-defined code of conduct of the research in India. So we can say that still there is a very lacking in a code of conduct in the research. Third is the insufficient interaction. There are the wide gap between university and research department, and even the wide gap between the universities and our education institution as well as in the industry. So still we are not able to create a consortium between the industry, government and the education institution, and this is also considered as the insufficient interaction between the three important legs of the society. One is the government, second is the industry, and the third one is the educational institution. Either it is higher educational institution or it is lower educational institution. So there is a wide gap between all these, and this lead to confusion of the research work. What data are to be collected and analyzed to be performed. The policy makers should provide a well-defined problem and to guideline the data to be collected to the researcher. There should be a regular meeting of the decision makers and the field research. Fourth is overlapping research studies. Also, there is one important part in our country that one type of research is done by the various type of the people, and this make a overlapping of the research study due to the lack of proper information and the lack of proper information and awareness of the researcher. And interdepartmental interaction is very less. There is and the duplication of the research study because of the interlinking between the different department and the lack of the information between the different bodies. Sometimes two or more research studies overlap one another, leading to confusion and misleading the result. Next, lack of confidence. In India, we lack confidence in the research organization and its people. Business organizations are reluctant to provide information about their companies for it may be misused in the survey of the individual. Common public is shy or secretive in the providing the personal information. It is also one of the part in our India, or we can say that lacking in our country, that when we are doing the individual survey, common people are very shy to giving the answer of the personal information. Therefore, the research organization in India will have to win the confidence that the data obtained from the companies or the individual will be kept strictly confidential and will not be misused. And the sixth part of lack of fund and the facility. Fund facility for the research is still very insignificant in our country. Still, government as well as the private body or the institution is not involving a proper fund for the research and development, and due to that region in India, still we are not doing a better research activity, and that is the reason that we are lacking for development in every aspect of the life. Next, the lack of literature. The management of the published data is quite poor in the library and the other official source, because still we have a very less literature regarding the different aspects. The researcher has to suspend unnecessary lot of time for tracing the books, the information, the journals, the different kind of publication reports relevant with his or her study. Even the supply of the government publication is not timely and regular through the internet has given some relief to the researcher, but here we are not getting accurate data, and sometimes that data is manipulated by the different agency, and that also manipulating or discarding the results in the research. Thank you.